Howdy fellas, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. So today, this video is actually going to be post-commentated because my silly Tookus recorded this session just to find out that my mic was muted the whole time. Well, I realized my mic was muted like towards like the last game, but at that point I was like, you know what, I'm just going to run this game and then I'll just post-commentate it later, which is really upsetting because I enjoyed these games. These are really good games, especially the last, not to be that clickbaity type, but the last game in this set was a really good game against a really cool team. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But format for this video is going to be a little bit different. Like I said, it's post-commentated, so it might sound a little off or it might sound a little rushed because even though back in the glory days everything was post-commentated, currently it's like I'm a little rusty at post-commentary stuff, so hopefully it goes well. But I'm using the same team as I have been, well, mostly the same team. I made a couple changes. The first change is I'm trying Electabuzz out over Sinistcha. My idea is that it can taunt. It's a follow me user, which has the advantage of it can get around grass types and safety goggles. So it helps me deal with mouse ape or just mouse hold in general a little bit better because I can redirect those pop bombs or beat ups away from opposing Archaludon or Annihilate. And then I also changed the Terra type on Dragapult to Terra Dragon, just because with Terra, my idea with Terra Ghost is that I can Terra Ghost. I have a strong one-turn single target Ghost type move that I can go for and not have to completely rely on Phantom Force. But I didn't find myself clicking Terra very often. I just found myself just clicking Dragon Darts or Phantom Force in late game situations because Phantom Force is really good for just ignoring Protect and those type of deals. So, and I'm just spamming Dragon Darts most of the time anyways. So just boosting my Dragon Dart damage is nice. So those are the only changes I made to the team. But yeah, that's that. So let's just get into these games. All right. So first game against Javon. Honestly, he's got a bunch of weird mons. Not weird mons, but mons that are kind of weird together. The Electro's weird. And Gyarados kind of. I think Gyarados does have a plays, but it feels like a bit of a weird pick. But the Gastrodon's probably the big mon that's standing out to me. That's kind of why I decided to opt against bringing Palafin, because I figured he sees Palafin on my team. He's going to want to bring Gastrodon because Gastrodon just completely invalidates traditional Palafins, which, I mean, I'm not. But I don't want to lean on the fact that he's not Terra Poison, because if it's Terra Poison, that completely shuts off my Palafin, and that's useless. So also trying to play Palafin into Gyarados really, really sucks, and Electrode not favorable. So and then if he's Terra Grass on Volcarona, that's also an issue for me with Palafin. So decided to leave it out this game. Same thing with Electabuzz for the most part. Yeah, I just don't feel like Electabuzz was the pick here, so I decided to just lead Ninetales Dragapult with Archaludon Volcarona in the back. Want to get my Aurora Veil up as soon as possible. Nothing on his team looks like it could really stop it, barring the Electrode having Taunt, which if it does, okay, whatever. I can just hit something real hard with Dragapult, and other than that, I'm not worried too much about the rest of his team. I'm just worried if the Blaziken can get some coachings off on the Baxcalibur. But other than that, my game plan is pretty straightforward. Get Aurora Veil up, try to pivot Volcarona in and just start setting up Quiver Dances and then keep our Caledon in the back for, damage mitigation type things. Same old song and dance. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, Bro has the basic bitch trainer card. Y'all know how we feel about those. We hate them. Get trainer cards, people. So, a homeboy decides to lead off with Electrode and Gastrodon, which at this point, like I said, barring Electrode having Taunt, I'm not worried about him stopping Ninetales. But for some reason, my Dragapult ends up outspeeding, and Gastrodon clicks Taunt. I don't know if he's probably expecting a Freeze Dry into it, but Electrode just dies just because, like I said, protected, which means it's going to take both the Dragon Darts. So I get my Aurora Veil for free, early 1-mon lead on my end. So we go with it. Did I not cut this out? Whatever. I'm just going to let it run. He brings in Blaziken this turn. I decided to just click Protect with Ninetales because I wanted to see what Blaziken wanted to do. I figured he was just going to click Protect, so I probably should have just swapped in our Caledon here. But he does end up protecting. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just wanted to see if he wanted to click Close Combat. But and then if Gastrodon wants to click Ice Beam into me, cool. I'll probably live it with the Aurora Veil up and then just hit something hard with Dragon Darts. But he has Chilling Water, so that tells me that he doesn't have Icy Wind or Ice Beam to really do anything to our Caledon or Dragapult. So that's cool. So I switch our Caledon here because I don't want to take a Flare Blitz from this Blaziken, even though I'm pretty sure I can take it decently well. Turns out he has Brick Break. That gets rid of my screens, but I'm kind of rolling right now with Dragapult, just clicking Dragon Darts. So the Terra Dragon, the plan for switching to Terra Dragon really comes into play here. So, also, I'm not too sure if Brick Break does double damage behind Veil or not, or if it just, or behind screens. If it breaks screens, does it do double damage? I'm not sure. Either way, I'm sitting pretty. I'm up 4-2. I'm just clicking Dragon Darts, so I figured I may as well just go all in on that Terra Dragon right away and just start clicking Dragon Darts. I end up clicking Snarl here with our Caledon since he brought in Volcarona, so I may as well just click Snarl, try to get a special attack drop on it. Dragon Darts, that's... If Blaziken wants to click Protect, or Detect, sorry, then this Volcarona is going to... Well, from that damage, it's just going to die from Dragon Darts. So, and then... Either way, he has no way of just sweeping me. So, he's +1. I get the Snarl off. Turns out he's Cloak, because he doesn't get the special attack drop. But here, I end up clicking Flash Cannon. Again, barring like some crazy Heat Wave super crit, there's no way of him taking both my Mons out. I'm pretty sure I outspeed him anyways. But I clicked Flash Cannon on the off chance that he's Terra Fairy. I know that's not super common, at least in doubles. So on the off chance that he clicks Terra Fairy and ignores that, I can just hit him. But he's Terra Bug, clicks Bug Buzz, and does take out Dragapult, but Flash Cannon's just gonna pick up the KO on it anyways. So, Terra Dragon Dragapult. Who would have thunk, right? I'm pretty sure that's actually the more common Terra option on it. But, pick up the KO on him, and I thought he was just gonna run there, because, it's kind of hopeless, but he just takes the KO, and then he actually just DCs on me right at the end, so that's kind of funny. So, GG's Javon, and get a better trainer card. So, game number 2, we're playing against the boy John Long, and they kind of have it's another Gyarados, which is kind of weird. 2 for 2 on the Gyarados, but obviously the standout here is going to be the Cloyster. Honestly, not 100% sure what I'm going into. I decide that Palafin is going to be my offensive threat of choice this time around, just because I'm a little worried about Cloyster Shell Smash, some previous traumas going on there. But Palafin, if I get a couple bulk ups off, then Cloyster's not an issue. I can deal with Hydreigon pretty well. It deals with Gholdengo pretty well. So, like I said, Palafin's my pick here. I do decide to bring Electabuzz this time around. I honestly forget what my logic there was, but that's that. I don't know. I don't know. This is the 4 I'm bringing: Palafin, Electabuzz, Ninetales, or Caledon. So let's just get into it. So he actually has a okay trainer card. I was curious if he or if they kind of misunderstood the Loyal 3 quest, like I'm sure a lot of other people did. But lead Electabuzz, Palafin. I go for Electroweb right off the bat and just hard switch into our Caledon, just because I'm like, well, Whimsicott is obviously going to set up Tailwind, and then I'm not too sure what the Hydreigon's going to do. Decides to just opt for the Terra Steel right off the rip. I'm not too sure why, but hey, go off, I guess. I mean, benefit to me, because now you don't resist the Electroweb. But he just straight up Earth Powers into the Electabuzz slot. I managed to live it, because I'm nice and bulky. And even though you're double speed, I get you back to -1, so temporary speed control a little bit. But here I decide, you know what, I barely live, so I may as well just click follow me again, redirect another Earth Power, whatever you want to go for. Maybe you're going to go for fake tears stuff. Who knows? But I click Snarl too with our Caledon, just more damage control on the Hydreigon. So he just ends up double attacking into me. And fortunately, I was confident that I was going to live the Earth Power. Wasn't ready for it to do that much, but get the Snarl off. So Hydreigon, -1 speed, -1 special attack. I bring in Palafin here, try to set up. So yeah, just good free opportunity to try to set up. I decide to click Flash Cannon to the Whimsicott. One thing that is, because I'm not really worried about anything that Hydreigon wants to do into me. So what I am worried about though, this whole game, I'm concerned about the Whimsicott clicking Encore into Palafin, because I don't want it to click Encore into me when I try to bulk up or when I try to substitute. Especially now that he's seen it. So this turn, I end up clicking Flash Cannon into the Whimsicott slot, because first of all, I wanted to just try to kill the Whimsicott. He ends up switching into Annihilate, probably expecting another Snarl to get a free Defiant boost, but that doesn't happen. Instead, it's a bulk up variant, so that's also a bit of a relief, because I was a little concerned that it might be a Scarf Final Gambit shenanigans, since there was no mouse hold on the team. But it's bulk up, which is kind of a bit of a concern on its own, considering that my main offensive threat is a physical attacker, and I don't want to just keep powering up his rage punches. But I clicked Drain Punch to Hydreigon that last turn. He ends up picking up the KO on me with Earth Power, and now we're here. So bringing Ninetales, I'm confident that at +1, oh no, a Ninetales I outspeed Annihilate, but no, he brings a Whimsicott. He's gonna set up Tailwind again here. Like, this is where I'm kind of really, I don't want to click Substitute, because I don't want him to Encore me into it next turn. But I end up clicking Aurora Veil here, because either I'm going to set up Tailwind. I'm confident that between Snow and just me generally being bulky, I can take a Drain Punch from you. It's close combat. I take close combat, so I could have taken a Drain Punch easy. But either way, the important part's done. I got my Aurora Veil up. So this turn, I go for Protect just to kind of stall out And I don't know what exactly. I should have just clicked Icy Wind, but since Annihilate went for the close combat, I was easily going to pick up the KO with Jet Punch. So that's that. Gholdengo, last Mon. So at this point, I'm pretty confident here. Again, for whatever reason, I'm still thinking that this Whimsicott is just going to be trying to click Encore into me, when I probably should have realized that it doesn't have Encore after it didn't try to Encore me into Aurora Veil or Protect at any other point. So he just clicks Moonblast into me. I managed to live it, get an Icy Wind off. It's just nice chip off on the Whimsicott, so we take those. The Gholdengo, it showed Protect, which tells me it's a Nasty Plot set. Spoilers, it doesn't click Nasty Plot at all, but that's usually what the Nasty Plot sets do. It's either Protect or Substitute. But he ends up clicking. Obviously I go for sub with Palafin here. He goes for the Shadow Ball, gets a special defense drop, which that has me really worried, because now I'm not confident that I can live too much. But this turn, Tailwind goes out. I just Jet Punch the Gholdengo, see how much it does. It does like 60-70%. So as long as Palafin stays alive, I should be fine for the rest of this game. He actually ends up doubling. Well, he clicks Make It Rain, so now he's -1. So I'm not worried about the Gholdengo. I'm not worried about. It's the Whimsicott that I'm worried about, because now that I don't have a sub, I am -1 special defense. I need to play my cards carefully here. So this turn, I do some serious debating on if I want to click Jet Punch into the Gholdengo because you have Tailwind up, or wait, did it say Tailwind back up? I don't know. I was debating if I wanted to click Jet Punch to Gholdengo or if I wanted to click Drain Punch into the Whimsicott. And I wasn't sure Drain Punch was going to kill the Whimsicott. Fortunately, it doesn't kill the Whimsicott. Whoops. Either way, I get HP back. He ends up clicking Taunt into me. Is that the fourth move? Tailwind, Moonblast, Taunt. I don't think I see the fourth move from Whimsicott. Either way, at this point, I'm pretty set. I don't know what the last move could have been, but I managed to Jet Punch the Whimsicott, take that out. Gholdengo, you're -1. Shadow Ball, a -1 Shadow Ball. That's just going to negate the... Plus, I still have Aurora Veil up, so no way you're going to KO me. So next turn, Jet Punch it, and I just take the easy dub. So that is GG's there, Mr. Long John. Yeah, that's really that. So go next. Haha. Star of the show, Game 3. It's obviously a pledge team. You got Primarina, Sceptile, Skeledirge there for the Firewater Grass pledge, with a Trick Room mode featuring Bronzong and Blood Moon Ursaluna, and then in DDM there is kind of there to just extra offensive pressure, I guess. So in my head, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring Palafin, Volcarona. Those are gonna be my two offensive pieces, or I'm gonna bring both my offensive pieces, Palafin, Volcarona. I decided against Dragapult just because I don't want them to be able to just get Swamp Up and then just nuke me with either a Moonblast or a Blood Moon on Dragapult. So that was out of the question. Ninetales, Skeledirge kind of runs through Ninetales. If they force Terra, Sceptile deals with that. Bronzong deals with it. So thought I'll leave that in the back. Electabuzz or Caledon. Or Electabuzz leading with Palafin, just so that I can either follow me, Electroreb, get some speed drops on if they do want to lead Sceptile. I don't know, and then Arcalon on the back just because it's good disruption. So those are the four I'm running with. Let's get it. And they got a cool trainer card, so we take those. We appreciate cool trainer cards in this household. So they do end up leading Indeedee and Sceptile, so obviously it's going to be Psychic Seed, Unburdened stuff on Sceptile. I'm not too sure what exactly that entails, but I kind of figured pretty safe just switching Palafin out for Arcalodon, because nothing they really want to go for will do much damage to Palafin or to Arcalodon. And then I just click Electraweb with Electabuzz, just to try to slow down the Unburden on Sceptile and then slow down the Indeedee. But Indeedee brings out the Healing Wish. I don't know why. So that scares me. So, like I said, I'm scared of that. I don't know what's going to happen. But this next turn, they actually bring in Primarina? Yeah, they bring in Primarina. So they're obviously just going to want to set up the swamp now. So they go for the Grass Preds, go for the Water Pledge. I go for my Electraweb. Again, I want to try to slow them down as best as I can. I can tank it because I'm bulky. And then I just click Snarl with Arcalodon. Again, something to slow them down. I don't know what Sceptile wants to go for. I just don't know what Sceptile does. I don't know what it wants to go for. And also, I'm kind of slowing them down to multiple ways. But yeah, Primarina, it's -2 speed now. No, it's -1 speed, -1 special attack. So this turn, I go for the Follow Me, and I think I just click Snarl again because I'm like, I don't know what Sceptile wants to do. It clicks Shed Tail. The second I see Shed Tail, I'm like, well, shit, it's gonna go into Blood Moon now. And sure enough, they go right into Blood Moon. I'm a little concerned of it at first because it's a Blood Moon behind a substitute. But then I'm realizing I'm going for Snarl. Snarl goes through sub because it's sound based. And I'm not worried about Primarina knocking out Arcalodon anytime soon. It's neutral now. It's going to go back to -1 in just a second. But I was kind of hoping that Electabuzz was just going to die here. Just because it gives me a free switch into something else. But at the same time, it's like I'm kind of stalling out the swamp, so that's no big deal. But either way, that Earth Power does a lot for being -1, and I'm max special defense, AV. But either way, we take it. It's kind of good. I'm going to be able to get off another Snarl, so that's what we're doing. So Ursaluna, that puts you at -2. Yeah, -2 now. Primarina is at like I think Primarina is also -2 because it got the Throat Spray buff. But I decided to bring Palafin in here as good a time as any because both your Mons are super weakened. I feel pretty safe just clicking a Bulk Up this turn, and there's nothing you can really do. But Primarina switches out, brings the Sceptile. It gets the Healing Wish, so I'm like, uh-oh. Now you get another free Shed Tail. This isn't looking too hot. And he just ends up picking up the KO on Arcalodon with another Earth Power. So it was either that, or he targets into the Palafin slot to do not a ton of damage to me because it's not super effective. Or no, I go for a Substitute here. That's right, because nothing Primarina wants to go for. If it goes for like a -2 Moonblast, that's doing nothing to me. I resist the Hyper Voice, and the -2 Ursaluna is not doing much to me. So either way, I get a free sub, or he takes out he does minimal damage to Arcalodon. What am I saying? He does minimal damage to Palafin, and I get another Snarl off. So right here, I click Jet Punch to try to break the Ursaluna sub. I saw him switch, and it kind of clicked in my mind, oh shit. He's just going to switch Ursaluna out, click Shed Tail, get Ursaluna back in, since my Snarls are gone, or my source of Snarls are gone. This is going to be trouble. But he just clicks Protect, or Detect there. So that kind of threw me through a loop. I clicked Drain Punch there. Why did I click Drain Punch there? I guess I don't know. I got the HP back. That's that. I got a +1 with a Volcarona, and the Swamp's gone too. So this turn, I'm definitely like, he can't protect. He could try to protect. but that's not going to help him. So I'm just going to click Bulk Up with Palafin. I'm going to click Terra Grass, Fiery Dance. So I was thinking between clicking Giga Drain into the Primarina for a second, but then I was like, nah, Primarina is not a threat to me anymore. I'm just going to click Terra Grass, Fiery Dance into the Sceptile. Get rid of that thing because I do not need it setting or giving that Ursaluna another free sub. So that's what I go for. So Palafin's +2, Volcarona's +1, and Primarina really can't do anything to me. So Sceptile gone, no free sub for you. I get another bulk up, so that's neat. Maybe I should have just clicked Drain Punch or something into the Primarina. I don't know, but I figure neither of my moves are going to be doing too much to this thing anyways because it resists both of them. So it clicks Water Pledge because what else is it supposed to do? I guess maybe click Hyper Voice, but that's not going to do much because it's spread, so it's going to do less damage. I don't know. Either way, Ursaluna comes back in, and I'm thinking, you know what? I got this. I thought about Drain Punching there. In hindsight, I should have. I was just, you know what? Jet Punch is going to do more damage. But I forgot I didn't click Terra. It's about a Terra normal here, which means the Jet Punch isn't going to be super effective, which means it's not going to pick up the KO. And I'm thinking he's just going to click Hyper Voice. I don't know that I can take it. I can definitely... Well, I'm going to kill the Primarina here with the Giga Drain. But I was thinking, yeah, you know what? Jet Punch going to take out the Blood Moon. Giga Drain going to take out the Primarina. But no, he Terra Normals and Helping Hands. So I am kind of hoping that my EV spreads come in clutch here. Because I don't know that I am taking... I think, because I just looked at my HP, I think I could have taken a Blood Moon. How much? Yeah, I could have taken a Blood Moon if I didn't get that HP back. Either way, I managed to barely survive with Palafin. I do manage to survive with Volcarona. I think I clicked Jet Punch here again. I think I was just mashing. Probably should have just clicked Drain Punch. That would have killed it, but I brought both my my powerhouses, so may as well. That's the excuse I'm gonna go with instead of just killing it with Drain Punch, because he had no way of outspeeding. Either he clicks Protect if he has it. Is he Specs? It might be Specs. I might have to run the calc on that because that did. Huh? I didn't even think about that because I didn't see recoil from Life Orb. Huh. Either way, those are your games for tonight. I remember next time to live comm because this post comm stuff, it's getting a little much for me. So I don't like having to do this. It's a lot of extra work. But either way, Electabuzz didn't get his show off a whole lot. Volcarona did a lot of heavy lifting. The Terra Dragon Dragapult, that did a lot of heavy lifting too. Actually, no, I think the Palafin actually did a lot of heavy lifting this game, more than the Volcarona. But either way, that's it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do all the YouTube stuff, you know, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about it, show it to them, all that good stuff. But with all that being said, thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Have a good night.